Hey, what up? This your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out another one of my videos. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell while you are here. Well, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I normally don't make these types of videos, but today I'm actually going to make a reaction video to what happened on the Bernard Riley show. Basically, I'm probably going to release a couple other reaction videos because there's several things that's been going on. I'm sure you guys have seen me on the pesos, man, and I want to do a reaction video about what happened over there as well. But nonetheless, I wanted to go over this reaction video because the person that Bernard Riley actually had on the show, and shout out to him for all the stuff that he does. I enjoy watching his content throughout the day while I'm working. But this was an interesting conversation. Basically, he had J-Speed OG as well as I think his name is Marcus, Keep It 100, on the show. This actually happened yesterday. This was an actual afternoon show. Usually he does his broadcast early in the morning, roughly around 9-10 o'clock-ish Central per se. But you can catch him up. Go look up his check out his channel. If you guys like a lot of manosphere stuff, go ahead and check that out. But one thing that really caught my attention about this video was that J-Speed, OG, usually he gives a lot of pushback about being a pro-black and so forth, and it was interesting to see how Keep It 100 actually responded to what he was saying. But before I get into the video, I want to also let you guys know, or I'm not sure if you guys already know this stuff, but basically the Passport Bros has been under attack. So this is something that has been going on for several years, but now it has become to be a big widespread issue that you got dating coaches are trying to attack us again. You have a lot of women are trying to attack us, and now it's just becoming to be like we're getting attacked from all angles. And the funny thing is, what I find to be funny is that I don't understand why these dating coaches are attacking us when the fact is that we're just pulling out of their market. I mean, I could see why, because we're telling brothers to wake up and they're losing their money, but at the same time, the dating coaches and what they always speak about game and how about getting women and so forth. If we leave, since we're not in the market, that means there's more women for them. So I don't see why there is a reason for them to even want to come after us. But like I said, more than likely probably because of financial reasons, because we're taking people away from them coaching them up for for dating and so forth in the States. Well, I mean, that's just what it is. But nonetheless, also I want to touch on the fact that on this video, we do have the pro-black, or I would say pro-black simp, J-Speed OG. How a lot of times they go ahead and cape for a lot of the women here, and basically they could do no wrong most of the time of what they're usually echoing most of these type of dudes. So basically they like using these shaming tactics and so forth, basically saying, you had issues here, the issue is with you, so that's why you have to go to another country. There's nothing wrong with anything that's here in the United States and so forth, or the other thing what they will say is that they'll try to silence us. They try to tell us, hey, don't go out there, or I'm sorry, they say go out there, but don't come back and report back about what's going on. So I find that funny how they say stuff like that. But without any further ado, let's check out the video, and I'm gonna give you guys my critique. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and take a look at this video. Basically, I'm gonna give you guys my critique, basically in reference to what J-Speed is saying, and I'm gonna let you guys listen to Marcus, his whole everything that he said, because for everything that he said, I agree with it. I enjoyed it. He basically was on point. But let's go ahead and take a listen to what was going on. And of course, I'm going to say fair use. So don't report me, please.
We got J-Speed in the building. Go ahead. You got the floor. You got the mic. What you got for us? What you got for us?
All right. How the hell are you?
We good.
Good, very good.
Ronaldo. Let me say, Marcus,
Yes, sir.
you're one of the best guests that Bernard have ever had. It's not that I agree with everything you say, but you come across as a person who methodical thoughts. You think about what you're about to say, and you have some background in it. I wanted them brothers to start. I wanted them brothers to start off in the 80s with this, but I found out a secret. You might find out today or tomorrow. I'm supposed to have the biggest cape on for women in this spirit. I don't mind that, because sooner or later, when we stop the circuit event going in this circle, we go figure this shit out. Now, you said something earlier, probably would have got a lot of pushback earlier when you start talking about white supremacy.
Right.
Police don't pull you over because they don't believe in that over here. You know what I mean?
This show topic ain't about racism and
that's what he said. Wait,
I know. Hold on. Wait, no. I said I didn't push back on none of that because that ain't the.
I want to stop right here because one of the biggest things with the pro-black, with the pro-black guys, they want to focus on, racism and things like that. And one of the things for us passport bros, we don't really care about all that stuff that goes on in the state. Basically, most of us, we're thinking about getting on that next flight and be out of here. A lot of us are contemplating on how to find a way to live remotely or live in another country, to be an expat. That's one of the biggest things that we're looking to do. So a lot of times whenever we hear this type of stuff, the rhetoric of, racism and things like that, we kind of don't care. It means nothing to us.
The topic, I ain't want to derail it. We came here to talk about. I have my views about racism in America.
Is he trying to make an analogy? Is he trying to make an analogy?
He's trying to.
Wait a minute. One thing before y'all start talking about, I'm trying any goddamn thing. I don't live 6 decades and going on my 7th. I don't try any goddamn thing. I say exactly what I mean and mean what I say.
Yes, sir.
That's just the way it is. Okay? What I'm saying is, I'm not making an analogy. You said that out of your mouth, and as Bernard said, I won't go into it because that's what in the discussion. So I'm here to say I agree with you. I'm here to talk about the things I agree with you.
Yes, sir.
All right? And the things I agree with you, a lot of things you said today. But I did ask this question last night on another show. How is it? I don't care where a man put his at. I really don't. I'm not trying to follow a man like that. Police, sergeant, general, or anything else. I got my and I try to control it. That's just good enough for me. I don't give a fuck if he have a cat, a dog, or whatever. He can use it whatever he want to use it at. But the problem I'm having with a lot of these passport brothers, if you go over there and you have this great experience and you're happy with it, you don't have to come back to the USA and shit on what you don't want. That's the problem I have with that. I'm not trying to kill the conversation, but if I got a Bugatti, I ain't talking about my Cadillac no more.
I want to stop right here because here it is where this is their biggest argument of saying, basically, don't go over there. I'm sorry, go over there, but don't come back and talk about what's going on. Because most of us, whenever we talk about what's going on, we're never trying to shit on any female in the States. But here's the thing. We always make a comparison. Everything's always a comparison. Whether it be fast food places that you go to eat, whether it be colors that you're picking out for your house, whether it be, a type of haircut, whatever. We always make a comparison. We're always looking for the best thing whenever you're trying to purchase a product from bleach, laundry detergent, whatever you could think of. There's always a comparison. But this is what I find to be funny is that, when we make a comparison about, what we've experienced out of the country and what we have here, basically we label as shitting and basically want to silence us from talking about that. Now I find that to be funny. It's the same situation I ran into in the Peso Man shows that, they want to silence you from just even talking about it, which is wrong. Because here's the thing about it, any person that is out there, whenever someone finds out something good that's out there, everybody want to know about it. Everybody really wants to get that information. So you're telling us to kill the conversation to let other brothers know that there is something nice out there, because you know you guys just don't want us to supposedly quote unquote shit on someone else, which basically we're not. We're not at all. We're just giving a comparison and letting people decide what they want to do. So to say that, I think that's kind of disingenuous for him to say that hey, you guys are shitting on the people here, when in fact all we're doing is just giving a comparison, just like what you would do with anything that's out there with different products.
I'm talking about my Bugatti. And I think that's the hypocritical thing of brothers who do travel. They have to show their experience to shit on another experience. If you happy, you move forward and you get brothers together, say, look, this is a great experience, get your passport together, you go over there, whatever. But I'm still gonna ask this one question. How is it you can go to another country and find these quality women from men that you even say would clean your shoes with a toothbrush? What is the difference between the two and the culture that them men kept their women in check, and you have to go over there and try to fuck up their country and try to make their women whores, and then talk about the women here? See, that's where the hypocritical thing comes in with me.
Is this a question to me?
Yeah,
All right, you laid it out. You laid it out. Let's throw it to him. You put it.
Now check it out. I'm glad at this point that he cut him off. I'm so, like, you know, for Marcus, he came with the heat. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to this.
Put a lot on the table. Put a lot on the
Yes,
table.
sir.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Okay, so I've been on this planet for 4 decades. I don't try to do shit either. I do it.
There you go.
Let's start with that. Touche. Culture. Let me tell you something. The Dominicans in DR are the system in DR. Okay? There's no other man telling their women to disrespect their men for 400 years like you have here. We aren't the system. We aren't the faces of the system here. Let's start there. You go to DR, they're doctors, they're policemen, they're heads of state. Look like the poorest man there. So you're saying, well, how is it that those men can get respect? Because the poorest man looks like the richest man in DR. Okay, as far as going somewhere and having a good time and coming back to report something, that's something our women do all the time. Okay, that's number one. Women have a phrase, speak your truth. Well, we're speaking our truth, sir. Okay, so we go over there and we experience a different experience over there. We're going to compare and contrast that with what we deal with here from anyone. I said you get treated like an American, right? Getting treated like an American, me getting my shoes cleaned had nothing to do with women. That was a call to white supremacy, sir. There's a difference between how white supremacy treats me here and the Dominicans treat me there. Okay? So if I can speak on white supremacy, I can speak on black women, and nobody's here to tell me to shut up about white supremacy. So nobody's going to tell me to shut up about black women. Because if those women over there are respecting me in a way that these women aren't, if those cops or those restaurant owners, those business owners are respecting me in a way that the ones here don't, the Starbucks and this place and that place where I go in there as a black man and I don't get the same service or the same respect as I'm going to speak on all of it. Okay? And I don't think that there's a black man here on this panel in this chat that'll tell me not to speak on the differences between how another nation treats me in respect than the country does this nation here and this culture here. I don't think that there's one man that'll tell me not to speak on that. So you're not going to tell me also that I can't speak on the relationship between me and those women down there and me and those women and these women here. So this ain't about shitting on. Hold on.
That wasn't my sentiment.
No.
That was not my sentiment.
Just understand. This ain't about shitting on nobody. Now, if the comparison reads as me shitting on somebody, then you got to ask yourself, why? If I go to Burger King and their burgers taste good, and I say, wow, these burgers are good, Burger King is great, am I shitting on McDonald's? Or does McDonald's feel shit on because I'm praising the competition?
Okay.
You can respond to that.
I get with that one. Let me.
So yeah. So there we go. That was the end of that. So just like he said at the end, you know, giving a comparison to the fact that, you know, you go to a fast food place and go eat. He went to Burger King and said that experience was great. Now it becomes to be a fact that you're shitting on McDonald's because you're saying that you enjoy Burger King. I mean, I think that's kind of taken a little too far. I think it's kind of stupid, the fact that, you know, now McDonald's feel as though that they're being shitted on. No, I mean, they're gonna make better product. That's what they do. So it's a safety here in the States. You know, the women here need to learn the product, to make a better product of themselves, to be a lot better for brothers to be marketable. So that's the way I look at it. But everything that he said on there was perfect. Basically, it's the same sentiment how I feel about this whole debate of these pro-black Sims and you know, passport bros and so forth, which is like, you know, these guys are always trying to silence us, but no, they cannot stop us. They cannot silence us because, you know, this is, I mean, we're going to spread the information. We're going to let other brothers know, other frustrated brothers know that there is other things out there for you to go explore. And of course, you know, I'm sure I'm going to have other passport bros be like, you know, you can't be saying that, you know, is all milk and honey out there. No, we're not saying that it is the best thing ever. And being a passport bro isn't for everybody. So, and of course there is danger out there. Of course there is situations that can happen. However, you know, expanding your options is always a good thing. Well, that's your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.